Here we go. Let me make this. Little vibe. These are the Nazis.
The last thing we need is an unexpected car repair bill. What a relief. Road trip, here we come. Drive with absolute peace of mind.
Okay, that's that. Those fine, educated, dumbass hillbilly hunkies. All right, so let's get into it, right? Let's get right into it. First of all, they cowards, right? So now I'm talking to the real niggas. I'm talking to the niggas that been militant before first. They cowards. So most niggas that would probably do something that's in their 40s or 50s, or even the youngsters, you got to say, damn, these are cowards. But we still should have been down there getting in the mix. When I was in my 30s, my 20s, shit popped off, I'll go get in the mix. You ain't even got to know it was me. I'd tie some shit over my face and get in the mix. But that's me. I don't expect niggas to be me. But with that being said, I don't know if they promoted this. I don't know if they kind of hyped it or they just up and did it, got the permit, and snuck out of there like some cowards. Because I'm pretty sure if they would have promoted it, it's enough real niggas in Indianapolis that would have been there, at least been like, all right, I'm going to let you look me in the eye when you say that and see what's happening. It is a lot of us. But discretion is involved also because you know what? You ride for niggas. Niggas ain't riding for you. You ain't got people that's going to put bread on your books when you do go down there and stand up to some hunkies. It's probably from Fairburn or some shit, Indiana, the middle of nowhere, Greene County somewhere. And then they cowards, they got their face mask, so they screaming some shit, and they got protection with the police. So my message to you racists, if you really, really tough, come down here with no security. Don't have the Capitol Police, don't have nobody. Don't go march nowhere where you got protection and then it's gonna make you seem like you was attacked if somebody smacked the shit out you, right? So they cowards. Now, with that being said, this is what bothers me about a lot of people. Whenever y'all get into it with somebody, even me on the internet, y'all get into it with a nigga on the internet, y'all get into it with somebody at the liquor store, somebody cuss out your cousin, you scary niggas get to fighting a nigga at the car wash and you can't beat him. You call 6 niggas to come up to the car wash to kill him. Y'all get into a nigga from another side of town. Y'all go hop in the car, go over there 8 deep, shoot up his grandma's house. Why when these white, racist white folks come to town, y'all want to tag Fox 59, Angela Ganote, RTV6. This is injustice. I'm talking to you women too, because y'all fighting after the clubs, y'all fighting at the bars, y'all fighting inside Shadow Lounge, y'all fighting your kids' teachers. But the minute some shit come, it's some racist. This is a travesty. What are we gonna do about this? Can't have it both ways. Either you thug the fuck out or you not. Period. And that's why I kind of let all the shit go, because I kind of was going too hard defending niggas that will only put their hands on other niggas. So I just let it all go. Especially now that I got a family and shit. But like even with sports and my attitude, I've lost opportunities defending niggas that I shouldn't have defended because they cowards. See, what you people don't understand, and I'm talking to all races, is that this ties back to where black teachers and black leadership is important. Because you would have the understanding to know that disrespect is disrespect, whether it's somebody black or white. And let's be honest, A lot of y'all have never had black male teachers or black principals. So when you grow up in these very racist school systems, and I know they racist because I didn't work at schools in the past 5-7 years, and they still 20 years behind Gary was in the 80s and 70s when it comes to treating black people properly. So when you go to these racist schools, and you put your child in one of these schools, and the white kid comes over there and irritates your child, picks him in the head, messes with him, comes over there and irritates the black kid, and then your child sock him in the mouth, they suspend the black kid, let the white kid go. Y'all been going through that. Y'all parents went through that when they was busting them in Franklin Central. So when you go through years of that from slavery and you don't get to go to a school system where everybody look like you and the discipline is fair and equal and just, or even if it's unjust, you know it may be unjust due to anything else but race, then you grow up with a small, timid fear of white people because you've never seen white people adequately punished because all your white role models and leaders, have been white people. And that's a hell of a dilemma for your self-esteem as a black person. So when I talk about getting black leaders, black principals, black teachers, it's this kind of reason why. Because watch the news tonight. Somebody gonna be shooting at a club. Somebody gonna get shot in an apartment over a drug deal. All that shit. And that's crime is in proximity of where you live. White people and Mexicans are rockets with crimes too. So I'm not saying crime is a black person thing, but what I am saying is that we are the only race who are more eager to kill someone looks like us than someone who doesn't. Again, I want to say that slowly. Black people are the only race of people who are more eager to kill someone who looks like them than someone who doesn't. You see what I'm saying? And if you think I'm lying, go walk through a neighborhood in any major city where it's black people. You can be 40. I can go to a neighborhood with my jewelry and just be chilling and go get some shit. Where you from, bro? Man, I'm from Indiana, bro. I'm just out here kicking it and shit. You got family out here? Nah, I'm just visiting, bro. I want to check out the town. You probably shouldn't be over here, nigga. God damn, nigga, I can't get a crab cake, nigga. I can't get no tacos, nigga. Nah, bro, this the wrong neighborhood. So, because you hate yourself so much when you look in the mirror, you ready to get defensive with somebody look like you because you've been taught to hate yourself for years and years and years. That same white man or that Indian blogger come to the hood and it's, Hamed, come here. Hamed, you official GD for the day. You official Vice Lord. You official Crip. You official Blood, Hamed. Come on, man. Let me show you how we get out in the trenches. Black nerds can come to the hood trying to film some content. Man, we'll smack your ass. We'll rob your ass. See, that's generations of self-hate. And honestly, I don't even think it's curable. And until we attack the hate that we have for each other, and we ain't gonna never be able to do what we need to do with these Nazis. Now, you can get pockets of niggas. Like Cincinnati got pockets of real niggas. And if they would have gave out flyers and said, we marching today at 12 downtown on Ohio Street, it would have been some niggas there. Niggas in Indiana will get about that action when it comes to them white folks. I'm not saying we won't, but what I'm saying is that you niggas who in charge of making decisions, the people that's on the boards, you coaches, you ADs, you black teachers, we need more black people to speak about the racism in leadership so we can have more militancy and more confidence in ourselves so we can attack this problem and we ain't got to attack problems like kids getting killed, kids killing each other. See, if you take the time and you study what's being done in Baltimore by that amazing young mayor, you take the time. I'm not the biggest Brandon Johnson fan, but he has implemented millions of programs in the city of Chicago. And crime has been reduced regardless of the propaganda. We need that type of leadership in Indianapolis. And it starts in education. It starts in community activism. It starts in home building. But it's been so many years of oppression. See, when they woke your grandma out the bed and they told her she got to get bused to Decatur Central and Franklin Central, that's oppression. When They shut down George Washington and said, we're going to take all the good nigga athletes and send them to Ben Davis. That's oppression. You got to be able to control your own, to raise your own, to love your own. And that's why I'm very much an advocate of pulling in black coaches, black women coaches. I'm very big on teaching them the game to survive, because leaders raise leaders. And we need more leaders so that our most violent level of militancy, our soldiers, can be used to protect the community. See, we putting our soldiers on the front line for community, and we want them to go kill somebody when they step on our Jordans at the club. Your boyfriend break up with you, you catch your boyfriend cheating, you throw a bottle at him, he push you, you calling your cousin to come kill him. We using our soldiers for the wrong reasons. Nurture our soldiers, educate them, take that anger and that fire and teach them who they really are. Teach them to love themselves rather. Take the same energy applied to the fruit of Islam, to the nation of Islam. Give me your worst and your weakest, and let's raise men. And I bet you it won't be no more Nazis in here. See, to me, I don't really give a fuck about a poor racist. And if you out here marching in a hot-ass 90-degree weather in black and a flag, then you probably work at a warehouse. You poor. You probably live in a trailer. The hunkies that's mad because black people live better than them, those are what I call the retarded version of racists. You got powerful racists who can affect policy and change, and then you got the retards. Because if you poor and you racist in 2025, you a failure. I don't really give a fuck about your racism, because you come from a family full of idiots. Your family has been racist since Harriet Tubman was alive, and you still live in a trailer. You are not my enemy. You are your enemy. Because in 200 years, you still gonna be in a trailer, even in space. But the problem is the people that manipulate the dumb racists. That's where the problem lies. And you know who that person is? Your son's AD. Your son's high school AD that's trying to stop your son from going to college. Your son's football coach is blocking his transfer because he decided to go to another school, even though he transferred to that school. See, those are the ones not in uniform, that's in uniform. See, I don't give a fuck about a poor hunky that fucking work at the chicken plant marching with a Nazi flag. I just don't. I'm not. Even when I wasn't in that tax bracket, I was in that tax bracket because I knew he was a worthless. I got more animosity for the motherfucker that's gonna say, oh, that's so disgusting. And he blocking kids' transfers. Or he stopping black men from getting jobs. See, that's the real Nazi. Don't get confused by the hype or the emotion of an idiot carrying a flag. Because think about it. No matter what kind of protest it was, right? How poor and ignorant and manipulated do you have to be to put on some brown khakis, a mask, black, a hat, and carry a flag and a megaphone through the middle of a city with police protection and it's 92 degrees? We sweating in shorts. So I tell you, the dumb racists ain't your problem. They just dare to stir your emotions and get you mad. But instead of letting them get you mad, let's use them to get us strategic. Let's use them to say, you know what? I'm gonna be a little more peaceful with the black man I bump into in the club. See, that's what jail teaches you. Hey, man, I got to survive, man. This is my brother. And until we get that, until we break the trauma of having to sit in Kilroy's and getting treated like a nigga in Greensboro, North Carolina, 1947, or somebody getting mad because your son want to go to a different school in the 8th, 9th grade, and they slandered him to they good old boy network of hunkies. See, I don't give a shit about the Nazis. I give a shit about this good old boy network of coaches that slander the black kids that don't do what they say. I'm more mad at these good old boys that slander black dads who trying to make sure their kid don't get fucked to taking advantage of. The poor Nazi has never been my problem because he's an idiot. His family's been idiots for generations. He will continue to be an idiot. He has no power. And if you see him by himself, he gonna call you sir. So he's really a cuck. But see, that one that's laughing at you, that one that's rapping Biggie and Eminem, and with the crew cut getting a fade, maybe the one with the black wife, the Gary Owens one, that's the one you gotta watch. See, like Malcolm told you, I ain't worried about the wolf. I know what the wolf gonna do. If he get to my throat, he gonna bite it off. But that sheep, them sheeps, you inviting to the barbecue. Them sheeps, y'all saying, go Billy, go Billy. Those are the ones that's got their foot in your neck. The one that's not teaching your kid how to play basketball. The one that's not teaching your kid how to read, how to divide, how to multiply. The principal that suspends your kid when he gets into an altercation with the white kid, but the white kid swung first. That's the Nazi. See, I'm going to give you the game, man, as long as I'm alive. And not only that, you're going to be able to play this back forever. I want y'all to really understand the games that's being played. Yeah, they down there, they talking shit, and it should have been some head busters. But we not going to take our most valuable soldiers to go down there and bust the head of some poor Nazis. We need to make change in the mayor's office. We need to make change in school board administrators, school board presidents. We need to make change in curriculum, where our tax dollars go. We need to make changes in these community centers. We need to make changes with these black pastors. And I hate to harp on the pastor. This is not going to be a pastor rant. But I'm just telling y'all where we need to strike where the iron is hot. We need to demand more more black police officers in black communities. That's where we got to attack it. We got to demand more black men in Caterpillar construction trucks and on these construction jobs. When they build something on 10th and Emerson, that crew should be black. When they doing road construction on 38th and Post, that crew should be black. When they doing road construction in Gary, Indiana, that crew should be black. They doing road construction in East Chicago, Indiana, that crew should be black. Because I don't want people to think I'm just picking on Nap, because I love Nap. I'm picking on the whole state. If you black and it's a large black population where you live, and it ain't a lot of us, but in your area, you need some representation. If your child goes to a predominantly black school, you need some representation. That's where you attack the system. Don't get emotional about some clown that's probably scared to tell you who he is. He probably work at Myers, man. Them niggas out there with them Nazi flags, them niggas is making cupcakes at Myers, nigga. Them is the same niggas that's helping a nigga that's repairing your gate. That's probably making $8 an hour. I told you, man, the dumb hunky is the worthless hunky. Every now and then, he might go in there and shoot up some shit. You got to be on the eye for him. But he ain't fucking making no moves. It's always been that way. And every time we get riled up, we hate ourselves more. We need more leadership, and we will learn to love ourselves. I'll give you an example. I had exchange just recently. I always had Twitter exchanges, but even if I have a exchange and I disagree with somebody, and it's going out of control, if it's a man or it's a woman, usually if it's a man, I might cuss you out because you coming at me on some bullshit, you know what kind of man. But usually if it's a woman, especially if women talk about how they feel, because I don't even want somebody on my internet to feel like, hey, this man ain't a protector, bro. Even though my only job is to protect my family. I was in an AT&T store last week getting a screen protector. And this white dude was talking to a black lady in the store, and she was She was like, you know what, sir, I'm gonna pass you off to my manager. The manager, he a nigga from like Pakistan. He cool little nigga, but he don't know shit. And the girl was like, and the dude was like, she don't know a goddamn thing, her dumb ass, she. So I'm kind of looking, right? I'm like, hey man, chill out, bro. Man, he put his hand in her face. As soon as he put his hand in her face, I got between them. Straight instincts. Hey man, don't do that, bro. Put your hand in the face of a man. See, I can't help. So I got the right to say what I got to say, but I also got the right to say, you know what? I crack my jokes and I might offend you, but if it get to the point where I'm disrespecting you closely, or it can even be perceived as disrespect, I'll pull away because don't nobody deserve that. Life is too hard. But I'm going to tell your ass the truth. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, and you rocking with the realest thing you're going to ever hear, the realest shit you're going to ever see. Follow me on all socials at Concrete Genius Pod. Get a copy of my book, The Game Changer, or just tap in with me. I'm doing one-on-one mentoring for parents, kids. If you want to kind of catch a kid up on self-pride, self-love, history, and having them feel good about itself, you probably need to tap in with my book, tap in with one of my programs, and we can really make something happen. You know, I used to give out a flyer like 2005 called Street Speaks. Like I said, I was talking about the Kilroy shit. It was this white DJ in town. He used to be at the club filling up on all the girls. I kind of, you know what I mean, didn't like that shit, kind of checked him a little bit, but then some niggas like, oh, he's cool, man. That nigga's cool, man. That's my buddy, you know? Nah, man. I don't play that shit, bro. I was real high here then. But I was handing out flyers. Niggas was like, oh, that Malcolm shit. You niggas probably should have read them. But you're going to watch this. Because now we in a state of emergency. And see, the problem is, I tell so much truth and make niggas uncomfortable. I talk about molestation. People sneak diss me on Facebook. It ain't my fault somebody played in your kitty when you was 13. I didn't do it. You need to go talk to your uncle you looking at on Thanksgiving dinner. I talk about pedophiles. Niggas get mad. Niggas can't. It's so bad in the black community with pedophilia. People can't even tell you they angry about it. Because they either covering with somebody, they been abused, or they abuser. It's only three things that make you not get mad about pedophiles and protecting children. Either you want to abuse children, you've been abused, or you protecting an abuser. So this segment is dope. It's powerful. It's me. I'm him. We us.